Let me begin by thanking CNN for sponsoring this debate, and let me thank all of those who are watching. Let me get right to the point. Senator Cruz, like most Republicans, has said that he wants to repeal the Affordable Care Act, or so-called Obamacare. Let me tell you what that will mean to the American people. It means that if you are one of 20 million Americans who finally has received health insurance, forget about it, you're gone. You're off health insurance. And that means when you get sick, you ain't gonna be able to go to the doctor. And when you end up in the hospital, you'll be paying those bills for the rest of your life, or maybe you'll go bankrupt. What the repeal of the ACA means that if you are one of 10 million senior citizens who today is struggling with the outrageous cost of prescription drugs, your prescription drug costs are going to go up on average about $2,000. What the repeal of the ACA means is that if you are suffering with cancer, with diabetes, with serious mental illness, you will be put into a position where you may be rejected from any insurance at all because you have a pre-existing condition. And by the way, women are considered a pre-existing condition by the insurance companies because they might have a baby. Is the ACA perfect? No. Nobody believes that it is, and nobody believes that we do not need to improve it. But the debate is whether we kill it entirely or we make improvements in it. And I will tell you, overwhelming majority of the American people say, do not simply repeal the ACA, make improvements. Last point. The United States is the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a right. I believe we should move in that direction. The ACA has been a step forward. We have got to go further and join every other major country on earth and say that if you are an American, you are guaranteed health care as a right, not a privilege. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Sanders. Senator Cruz, what should happen with health care in America?
Well, Dan, I think I get an opening statement as well, so yes. I'll start with that, please. Which is just simply saying thank you. Thank you guys for hosting this. Thank you for Bernie for joining this, and thank you to CNN for hosting this. You know, often in politics we have debates that are sound bites that are 60 seconds or 90 seconds on a topic, and I appreciate CNN devoting real time to this issue because it matters. Healthcare is personal in a way that is different from most other political issues. Healthcare affects our families. It's our moms. Healthcare is our kids. It's the future. It can quite literally be whether we live or die. And this is an issue where Bernie Sanders and I have fundamentally different approaches. Bernie and the Democrats want government to control healthcare. I trust you, and I trust your doctors. I think healthcare works better when you're in charge of your family's healthcare decisions, when you can sit down with your doctor and decide the care that's best for your family without government setting rules, without government rationing, without wait periods. And that's the fundamental divide we're having. You know, 6 years ago when Obamacare was being adopted, it's possible that reasonable minds could have differed on whether this was a good idea. But 6 years into it, we've seen the results. We remember Obamacare. A series of promises were made to us by President Obama. Number one, most infamously, if you like your plan, you can keep your plan. President Obama said that 37 different times. As 6 million people across this country discovered, that was not true when they had their plans canceled against their wishes. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Again, millions discovered that wasn't true. And President Obama promised the American people the average family's premiums would drop $2,500. Not only wasn't that true, but the average family's premiums have risen $5,000. That's why people are unhappy with this disaster of a law, because it's driven up the cost of health care. It's reduced your choice. It's reduced your freedom. And this last election was a referendum on Obamacare, and the American people quite rightly decided this plan isn't working.